Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's time to plan for the week of August 10th to the 16th. I had a really good weekend. I had a chance to do some self-care. I used all the products. I used the products I bought from the dollar store. You'll have to see that in my last haul. I'll probably post a picture afterwards. I'll add a picture on my Instagram because I tried the cucumber mask. My face feels so nice and soft, and it smelled wonderful. And I used the cleanser, really nice. So I did a little self-care for myself this weekend, and it turned out really nice. So now I'm ready to plan. And what was my big conversation this week? Because I usually share my big conversations with you. A friend from our job had passed away, and I was feeling kind of sad about it. Let me move this away and get going while we chat. Make sure I'm in camera here. And today I'm going to use this book. It's called I Love Tea. And it has all kinds of pictures of tea. I love tea. And my whole thing this week is about tea. But in order to have tea, you got to have some flowers. Tea always requires flowers. Because you always have to have a nice little cozy scene with tea. And tea requires a little bit of flowers. So I kind of want to stick. Oh, let me see what I'm going to do with my tea first. Okay, let's see. First thing, let's have some tea. A teapot here with some nice crumpets, little cakes. Tea with cakes. Now, along with that cake, you gotta have some other cakes to go with that. So let's put these. Oh, I can't put it right there because it'll cover that. I want these. Let's put these right there like that. That looks really good. And I'm also going to use these Jen Hatfield homemade, these stickers that I got a while back from Tuesday Morning. I want to use a couple of those in there to add some writing space and some. So anyway, this week I was talking about things that happen. And my friend Carmen was saying, hey, Jay, do you believe about angels on earth? And I said, yes, I do. And I told her I even had a story about where I believed that I actually met an angel. So I'm going to share that with you guys. So what had happened was my daughter was a baby. And we'd stopped at the store to get something to eat. And for dinner, I wanted to stop and get something to eat. So we had went in the store and came out. And she was all fussy. You know how sometimes with the baby, it's all fussy and you got her and she's just too fussy. And so she was so fussy. And I'm like, oh, come on. So I finally get to the car and I put her in her chair, and she's so fussy that I just you got to strap them in. So I had my keys. I opened the door. I lay the keys down on the seat while I strap her in. But she's acting so fussy. I don't like the way that looks. And she's acting so fussy that I finally get her in the seat, and I close the door. Once I get her in the seat, I just close the door. And I hear the car go, because it's unlocked itself. And I look in and I feel my pockets and I go, no. The keys are locked inside. So the keys are sitting inside on the seat by my daughter. And I'm like, oh, come on. So she's in there and she's kicking her legs and everything like that. And I'm hoping she doesn't kick her legs too much because she'll knock the keys on the floor, on the ground. So I'm like, no, come on, this can't be happening. It can't be happening. How am I gonna get those keys out? How am I gonna get the keys out? So she's kicking and doing all that stuff that babies do when they get all upset and everything like that. I think I like how that looks, kind of different. I wanted a little box or something. So she's kicking and kicking and kicking and doing all that stuff. And I'm like, no. And I'm like, hey, don't, come on. And I'm like, come on, baby, don't. And she's not paying any attention to me. She's kicking and crying and kicking and crying. And I'm like, oh, no. So she's kicking the seat, and the keys are bouncing around in there. So I'm looking in the window because I got to go inside and see if I can get a hanger or something so I can put it in the car, hook it on those keys, and bring the keys out. And so while I'm trying to figure this out, an old lady comes up. And so I go run in, and she's just standing there. Funny, nice little old lady. She's just standing there. So I run inside, and I get a hanger from the guy inside the store. I come back out, and I bend it open because I'm going to put it through my little window. Put it through the window because I had the window down just that much. I had the window down, but that's when I was going to stick it in there. So every time I'd stick it in there, my daughter would bat at the thing. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm never going to get in there. So she's batting at the thing like this so far. She's batting at it. And I'm like, come on, baby, don't. So the little old lady comes over to me and she says, hi, I see you having a hard time there. And I go, yeah, I lock my keys in and my daughter keeps batting the thing and it's something like that. She goes, oh dear. And then my daughter really starts to crying. She's just really crying now. And so the lady says to me, she says, hey ma'am, why don't I distract her and talk to her on the other side so she won't knock the keys down. I'll talk to her while you try to get the keys. So I go, oh, ma'am, would you do that? So she goes over to the other side, and I'm trying to put the thing inside again. And the little lady, she's not really saying anything to my daughter. She's just looking at her. And I'm looking over there going, this is so weird. This is just so weird. But she's just looking at her, and my daughter's looking at her. So I'm like, oh, my goodness. So I'm trying to hook the keys in there. And so I get them hooked in there. I get the keys hooked in there. I start bringing the keys out, and she bats it down, and it falls back down on the seat. She hits it. The keys fall back down the seat, and I'm like, oh, my God, no. And so the little lady goes, go ahead, try again. And so I'm like, okay, so I try again. And the little old lady starts humming. Beautiful humming. She's just humming. Not like my humming. It was beautiful. And so Janine turns, that's my daughter's name, Janine. She turns to look at the lady. And so she's looking. So I stick the thing in there again, trying to get my chance to get it in there. I like cups like that. I really like these cups. So I tried again. So I do it again, and this time I'm able to successfully get the keys and bring them out. So I'm just getting ready to say to the lady, thank you very much. But when I look over there, there's no lady, and Janine is sound asleep. So I'm like, oh my God, what was that? What was that? Where did the little lady go, and why is Janine sound asleep? Janine was sleeping like she'd been sleeping the whole time. And I'm like, oh my God, that was so weird. But I get on in the car, and I get home later, and I call my mom. And I tell my mom, I said, Mom, listen to what happened to me today. And so my mom says, you know what? You were having such a hard time that today you met an angel. So I said, oh, Mom. She goes, no, think about it. Think about it. That beautiful song that you heard, where it wasn't anything like you'd heard before. It was just beautiful, wasn't it? And I go, it was, Mom. It was just beautiful. So she goes, so the song was beautiful, and the little lady was mysterious, and she wanted to help. And Janine, who was crying so hard before, just fell asleep. Just decided she was going to go to sleep. Now, how does that happen? So I told this story to my friend, and I said, yep, I think I did meet an angel. Oop, crooked, crooked. I go, I think I did meet an angel. And she helped me that time with my daughter. And she said, Jay, you come up. I don't know where you get these stories from. So I go, they're my true life. It's what happened to me. She goes, so I said, do you think the older lady? She goes, well, where did the older lady go? And so I said, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't know where she went. I don't even know where she came from. She just kind of showed up there and was there. And not only was she there, but she helped me out. She kept Janine calm, kept her from batting those keys away. And I was able to get on my way and get my keys and go. So she goes, Jay, that is quite the story. She goes, I'm thinking about it. She might have been an angel. I'm going, my mom said she was. And you know how I am when my mom tells me stuff. I'm usually going, yep, Mom, right. And so my mom said, yes, I think you just met an angel. Tell me what you think. Have you ever had one of those experiences where you yourself, I love this spread this week with the teacups. It's not, one of my, it's nice. I added the distress oxide, and it's called Vintage Photo around it because I like the idea of how it looked. Here we go. Here's our spread for the week. Here's our spread for the week. So, what do you think? Have you ever, in your dealings, thought you met an angel? Have you ever came across a moment where you felt something really different and really special? I don't know if I need that flower there. Nope. I think I may have enough flowers to go with that. But I think I need one more writing space down here for this. Have you ever thought that something in your life happened and it was kind of divine like that? Have that ever happened to you? Let me know what you think. And that's my story this week with my spread of tea time. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. And this was the book I used. I Love Tea Stickers. Teresa Gooding. I got it off Amazon. So tell me what you think. It was $1.99. Tell me what you think. And I'll see you next week. But I'm thinking I met an angel. So have a good week. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Stay prayed up. And if you like this, spread for this week, give me a thumbs up. If you like my planning, my decorative planning, and what I do on my channel, subscribe. Come back and see what I do. Now, I love what I do. I love the planning. I love the hauls. I love the just everything that I do on my channel, and I hope you love it too. Thanks for tuning in. To my subscribers, thank you, thank you. To my new subscribers, bless you for subscribing. Thank you for coming with me on my crafty and my journey here, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye now.